let's talk about my purchases so far. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca. And I thought what I would do is kind of how it started, how it's going. 2023, we're off to just a frantic start with new makeup. I have purchased quite a bit, mostly drugstore, a few high-end products. All right, let's begin. So the Flower Beauty new serum concealer is called Get Real Serum Concealer. And I found this at CVS. I want to say it runs light. I picked up shade Vanilla, and I was really afraid that that was going to be too yellow. And you know what? It's not. It is very light on my face, but I don't think it's bad. Like right there, it looks perfect. And then I put it on, I'm like, whoa, that's yeah. But I think it's a great brightening. I think this is a beautiful concealer. I think it has a lot of coverage. I think it blends beautifully. I think it wears nicely, even in other areas of the face. I've concealed my cheeks and around my nose. I've played with it for a few times. It's very creamy, feels very full coverage. It has a good grip to it, and then it also has kind of a nice dry down. So you don't have to powder it a ton, and you can still get like almost a bit of a velvet powdery finish, but not luminous, but not matte. So it's very, very good. It's pleasant. It's just a nice concealer. You know, I feel like I sort of raved so much about like the in real life, the last few concealers I've been raving about. I don't think that this is any more superior. I think if you get this, you will be very happy. But I think if you've been happy with the others, I don't think you're going to need to get this. And also, a few of my friends who bought the CoverGirl on my recommendation have said that it isn't enough coverage. So if you're in that category, you might find this to be more coverage. I want to talk about some lip tints and balms and oils, etc. I finally found Moira. I want to say it like Moira, like on Schitt's Creek. The Moira Cosmetics is such a great affordable brand. I've seen a lot of influencers, I've seen a lot of folks on Instagram that I follow that really, really swear by the eyeshadow crayons and the liquid eyeshadows and these lip oils. And I got the shade, it's called Glow Getter Hydrating Lip Oil. I got O2 Let's Cuddle. And it's brown. It's brown. It is a sticky, grippy lip oil. So I haven't done the, you know, the dupe, the kind of breakdown of Dior versus CoverGirl, because I know that's been making the rounds. But I gotta say, I have not tried the Dior yet, but this is very nice because it leaves a nice shine, nice moisturizing residue, if you will. Like, I mean, you really feel moisturized and it doesn't just disappear, but it's very sheer, as you can see. Okay, so something else, I'm gonna take this off. Another Flower Beauty product that everyone's freaking out about are these plump ups. And they remind me of the Pixie Beauty lip glows that I really like, that only come in like 3 shades. I only saw 2 shades at my Target, and there's kind of like, here's a pink and here's an orange. So if you want to go kind of like cool tones, or if you want to go like warm tones, and then it can really blend on your lips with liners and maybe just your own coloring to sort of bring out the color. These are very cute. They have the little snap up. They're very much like the Tarte Maracuja lips. They're very much like the, well, I haven't tried the new Hourglass ones, but it is kind of that lip stylo / slim thing. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my gosh. This is the shade Spicy, and I got these also at CVS. Such a cute, nice product. Like, Boy, if that's not annoying. So you can see how this shade is a little more pink. It's kind of advertised as a little more pink. And has a hint of a vanilla scent to it. It's also got a bit of a mint, like it's got a bit of a plump action. I don't notice it when I'm wearing other products, like when I put it over my lips and I've already got something on my lips, I don't notice it. But if I have bare lips and I put this on, I feel it. It's not painful, it's not bad, it's just kind of like, okay, it's there. So there is a bit of a mint, like it goes from vanilla to mint. Let's talk about L'Oreal changed their True Match formula. Well, the formula I think is pretty much the same. The packaging though has changed, and part of me is so excited and part of me is kind of sad. So the original True Match foundation has been around forever. I remember trying this, wearing this back when my son was a baby, and he's gonna be 20. My shade is C3. I've gone through several different bottles, different shades, but I really think C3 is my match. And that is what I consider a cool, it's in the cool light category. And it's a great foundation that is medium coverage, light to medium coverage, dewy on the skin. And then of course, they created a bottle with a pump. Now that is so wonderful. We have been crying about the fact that we have to get our fingers dirty to open this. Now what's sad is that pumps create so many materials, and pumps, the plastic and the springs and the different mechanisms in there, they really do add to plastic use in waste. So I know some companies have come up with recyclable pumps and pumps that have been created from post-consumer recycled materials. And if that's the case that L'Oreal did with this too, I'm very happy about that. I'm trying not to be a total tree hugger on all this packaging stuff, because I know that I walk both sides. I'm like, oh my God, luxury, this is gorgeous. And then, oh my God, heaven forbid, we're killing sea turtles. Like I'm such a, yeah. All right. But the good news is, according to my face and the formula, I think these, if you're worried that they changed the formula, don't be, because to me, this formula wears identical. The new packaging, the new bottles are just like the old, and I like them. It's right around $10. I really enjoy this. I think all skin types, tons of shades. So I think I'm still good with that. All right, let's talk more about the complexion arena, and that is the Physicians Formula Butter Glow. So I raved about this on Instagram. This liquid highlighter Butter Glow is gorgeous. It is such a beautiful liquid highlight. You can use it before makeup, on top of makeup, alone. You can use it mixed in, and it does have the butter vacation scent. That's what I call it. I don't know. I feel like, you know, if I was marketing for Physicians Formula, they'd be like, don't call it just stinky coconut, call it vacation scent. Okay, guys. So, Physicians Formula, I'm available. So anyway, I think it's beautiful. I've got powder on, so we'll just do this. Yeah, and it goes over powder products. Like, I just like it. I did a comparison of the Lumi Glow from L'Oreal because someone said, oh my gosh, isn't it the same thing? And guess what? It is. Now the Lumi product comes in a couple shades, but then the L'Oreal one doesn't have a scent. I think the L'Oreal one might have alcohol. I can't remember. And then the other butter product that I loved is this Physicians Formula Butter Glow, and it is a pressed powder, comes in 2 shades, and this is sort of the lighter, translucent, kind of every shade. It's got that baked hourglass look to it, and this is just basically a gorgeous finishing powder. You can use this as a very soft highlight. You can put this on over all your other products at the very end, even if you have powdered, and it still just does such a nice job of not either making things too shiny or making things too powdery that feels nice. If it has a scent, it's so subtle, and it might have even faded by now. I don't smell anything. Let's talk about my eyeshadows. When I saw that Milani, oh, I've got the sticker on this here still. I still have some of these that Milani launched years ago, but in a different shade story. But now they've got these gilded minis, and I think they're all based on like cocktails, because this one is Call Me Old Fashioned, and then the other one I almost bought was something like Whiskey Business. I love this. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So lately, you know, I've got this obsession with brown shadows, taupes, mushroom shades, beige, right? And this definitely fulfills that. They're fabulous. This palette is fabulous. So if the CoverGirl clean shadows that I love are not doing it for you, because maybe they just don't have the deeper tones, because like look at this black shade, like, oh, perfect. Yeah, that's a liner shade for sure if you want. And you know, this does it. So I think the shade range is a little bit more broad. And I think these are less than $10, so very affordable, just beautiful, really beautiful. While we're talking about Milani, let's talk about the Liquid Luminoso Cheek Kiss. I have mixed thoughts on this. So my quick take is I don't think it's something to run out and get, because if you already have Luminoso in powder form in the original blush, you're probably a fan, you've used it, you love it. This to me just, I was like, that's nice, but it's a little messy. So it's got the sponge on the back of my hand. You know, it just, on my skin, it just kind of, it went nowhere. Like, I was like, I don't even see it. When I was putting it on my cheek, I couldn't even see it. Well, because I was probably wearing so much other glow products, but I just was like, oh, okay. So again, if you need just something liquidy, and this looks like this is gonna be fun for you, but I just think that the Luminoso blush in its original form is the king, queen, whatever. Basically, wherever you see Pacifica, there is a new cream bronzer. And I gotta say, I'm very excited about this, but I have thoughts. So the Sun Dreams bronze, I got shade Sandy Kiss, which looked like the lightest. Now, I love Pacifica. Here is all the pros with this blush. Sorry, with this bronzer. It's a cream bronzer. It's in a pot. Like, if you are all about cream bronzers and you have serious FOMO for like the Chanel one, maybe this is, you know, gonna fill that need. It's got a ton of product in here. There is no scent. Love the feel of it. Has such a, like when you put it on, it's very much like, you know, e.l.f. putty bronzer, and that it's sheer and it kind of dries down and it still stays sheer, but you can build it. You can see that I just built that color up, so that was great. It is buildable. I think this might be a little too yellow for me. I don't know if the shade ranges. I mean, bronzer can be forgiving. Like, you can use bronzer to warm up your skin tone. We don't have to have an exact shade match of bronzer. It can be just, we're warming up the skin, we're adding a bit of a flush, you know, that, right? But I think, I'm like, ooh, is this okay? Also, it's gritty. When you rub your finger over it, there's particles in it, but they don't rub out on your skin. So the product itself is smooth, but when you touch it in the container, it has a gritty texture to it. I'm sure that is one of their emulsifiers, something that they use to stabilize this or make it preserved, you know, because they're very good on being, you know, cruelty-free and as kind of natural as you can be. So let me know if you know what that is. I'm okay with it. Plus, I put this on with a brush. So my favorite thing to do is this, and I think it's beautiful. Look at that. Actually, I think the shade does work for me. In fact, I think I love this just now more that I put it on over powder and everything else than I did when I put it on with my fingers and a brush on top of foundation before I powdered. So I just, yeah. And it blends, it doesn't upset your makeup. It's really pretty. Let's talk mascara really quickly because this is a high-end mascara. This is the Melt Cosmetics mascara. Melt is such a fun company and they have a fun kind of goth vibe. And I got this off their website from Instagram. It was my first shopping Instagram purchase where like I did it from my phone and I did it so fast through Apple Pay. It was either Apple Pay or Google Pay. And it was a little frightening. Like it was like a couple clicks and they're like, purchase complete. It's just like, oh my God. Okay. Anyway, so this is a very bristly brush. It has a lot of different lengths and kind of the widths, and it is a wet formula. I like this formula. I think it does a very nice job coating the lashes and depositing a very rich black pigment. So it's like, whoa, drama, which I love. But it's a very wet formula and I get watery eyes. So I noticed that when I thought my mascara was all fine and good, and it was, and then I went to do something else and then my eyes started to water a bit, the mascara smudged on me. But I did my little trick of just waiting for it to dry and wiping it away and it's fine. It removes easily with like, I double cleansing, basically a little, you know, micellar water on a cloth pad is how I take it off. And yeah, so I think it's beautiful. I think it's not fibery, but it does build. And yeah, looking for something that's really dramatic, has a very wet formula. This is nice. Let's talk about lips because this video is getting very long and I really, really want to talk about some lip products I bought so that if you guys are wondering and you saw them, then you can do your own kind of, this is for research purposes, right? Okay, let's go from cheapest to most expensive. So Essence has new matte lipsticks, of course. I feel like Essence is constantly trying to do a matte lipstick and I feel like they're constantly missing the mark in just a slight way. But if it's $5, can you argue? Can you complain? Not really, you know? Okay, so I ordered from Ulta these two lipsticks. They're Hydra Matte. I got 402, which is like honey something, and 403, which is like peach something. And they are in these hot pink lipstick bullets. And oh, I hate it when I do that. Apparently I didn't twist it all the way down when I put the lid on it, which, hello, am I 5? So this is the 403. This is the pink one. The thing about these that I like are they're very affordable. They are matte and long wearing without being drying. This is the 402 shade. I like this one actually, I think more. I like this one. Very 90s, a very like twig MAC lip, you know. They smell like watermelon Jolly Ranchers. So if you don't like that, just this whole line of stuff from Essence that's got that hot pink, just, it's all watermelon. They're a very waxy formula. They are, if you're looking for a particular shade and you want that kind of like matte, but it's more velvety and not drying, I mean, I think these are good, but honestly, I'm just not loving them. And yeah, I feel like on my lips, they don't look soft and pillowy. There's something about the formula that looks a little bit, a little dry. It doesn't make my lips feel dry, but it just kind of looks dry on my lips. Physicians Formula, again, they have this diamond last, and it's very pretty if you are looking for a liquid lip that's got that nude brown, you know, the kind of color of the moment. And it is soft and long wear, but not drying. We're not talking liquid lips from, you know, 3 years ago. Like, these are very flexible. My favorite thing to do is kind of smooth it out either with my finger or a brush even, and just kind of fluff it out, and then it just softens. It just kind of, it really dries down and it looks so pretty, and it wears nicely and it feels good. And so I enjoy those. Now let's talk expensive. I decided I had to see this for myself, and that is the Hourglass red lipstick. And this is their 100% vegan formula. It is carmine free. It doesn't have any cochineal bugs in it. Not to gross you out. Sorry if this is disgusting for you, but everything that has pink in it has, or red, well, carmine is got bugs, and it is a certain bug, and they crush the shells, but like 1,000 bugs go into one lipstick. And for those that are vegan and don't use any animal byproducts, and that includes like silk from the silkworm and honey from the honeybee, if an actual color that comes from a bug upsets you and you're not going to use it, then you stand by those principles. And then this comes along, and it's finally a very pigmented formula that is as good. Because I think that's the problem. I think vegan formulas that do that shade probably have not either made it as pigmented or rich or deep, and it's been kind of, you know, a struggle. And I think maybe Hourglass is, to their claim to fame, is that they have created that. It is supposed to be a shade that everyone can wear. It is very forgiving, like it has such a good, like it looks really good with your complexion. So it's sort of neutral. For me, it kind of turns just a smidge, not blue, but kind of blue. Okay, so here we go. The formula, see how dark that is? Doesn't that look like a dark burgundy? But on my lips, it doesn't look that dark. I'll show you. But it's a beautiful formula, very moisturizing, long wear, doesn't leave a weird stain behind, very pleasant, you know, so a gorgeous luxury lip. I think it's $38. You know, and yeah, not for everyone, but I needed to see for myself. Now, this is what I've done. I picked up the CoverGirl pencil in burgundy. This is their Simply Ageless pencil. I didn't like this at first, and now I'm kind of loving it. So, okay. This formula is very nice. I love the shape of the liner, and I love the formula so that when you overline your lips, it actually kind of has this soft fill to it. Lipstick I wasn't thrilled with, and I also am not thrilled with the color, the shade ranges, but I was looking for a dark lip liner, and this was it for me. Okay, so I'm gonna line my lips. Also, if you want to just wear this liner and like a gloss or a balm, it really works well that way, because the broad surface area covers so much that you can just kind of glide it on. Yeah, I mean, really, it's nice. Okay. Now I'm going to put this e.l.f. on this side. I found this e.l.f. shade. This is their O Face lipstick in No Regrets. And I don't think it's quite a dupe, but it is a vegan formula and it is red and it has a blue undertone to it. So I thought, you know what? It's so beautiful. And of course, it's still, God, the Hourglass is, look at this. It's such a deep burgundy. Like it is, I don't know if anyone's gonna ever be able to dupe this because of what I don't know what they've put in here, but if their formula is that unique, I don't think you're gonna find it. So you can see the difference, right? Both formulas feel so nice. So I can't really tell the difference on camera. I can, this is brighter. This is still darker. So there we have it. Those are my purchases so far and what's going on. And I think we're off to a great start. And I just wanted to share that with you. I will link everything in the description box. If I forget something, please tell me because I do that. Alrighty, everyone, take care. Hang in there. We're almost done with February. March, don't like you, but hey, we're getting there. We're getting there. So take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.